Another 1v2 in a row. Okay, so Flipside have been late to like every game, you know, the last two games, which is why we're delayed, but we should be starting shortly. Is it me or has it got a lot louder in here? I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Alrighty, so flip side, you can see they were keen to start on the CT side. Again, it's the best team in the world. However, they will start on the T side. 4 armors for Blade and Co. He won't be throwing the flashbangs into the drop zone just yet. KRIMZ on a defuse kit, 3 Kevlars for the CT side. Nades onto pronax. Everyone with default pistols. T's quite spread out at the moment, maybe trying to figure out what the CTs are doing. And the CTs, we saw some shenanigans from JW and Co. last time they played Cobblestone, which in fact was yesterday. We'll see if it continues. Things got a bit ridiculous here. I did see flusha rocking a sawn off in the warm-up. Things will get evened up for all of a second. KRIMZ finding more frags. Olof coming in for support. 3 versus 3. Bomb still in control of Flipside, coming in passively. But Fnatic are going to commit the whole team to the A retake. And there is the indication as to where the bomb is. flusha stopping Blade from closing the gap. While they're going to be last man standing, and he will not find the plant. Right, so Fnatic with a good start so far. Let's look at the guns coming out. JW, of course, on the Mag 7. What else? We saw him using it to great effect in the previous Cobblestone match on the FACEIT League. KRIMZ with the MP7. P90 coming out for flusha, down to 1 HP somehow. He's been busy boy. Olofmeister, FAMAS, and pronax on the MP9. So, all kinds of shenanigans coming up. Markelov jumping in, what a one-tap there onto KRIMZ, very nice stuff. Gets a MP7 for his troubles. And from this distance, maybe the tech line would be even more favourable. JW going down as well, so this could be advantage Flipside. Finding a third frag is Blade, and flusha on 1 HP has no choice but to move away. Just flusha on olofmeister surviving, so I'm pretty sure this should be the round in favour of Flipside. flusha is still hanging around for now, but he's just got to hold on for dear life at this point. Where is Olof? He is miles away. Just admiring the scenery through the window there in the castle, or the chateau, whatever the hell this is. Chateau. Okay, we might have a pause. I believe one of the Flipside players is going to reboot their intertubes. Indeed, we have a pause. We've actually given away 100 skins today through these little gift boxes that you see here. This is the only one we have left. We can't use it on GoTV, however, as you can see. So maybe another day. So 1-to-1, Fnatic going for the force. which will be the gun saved from the previous round. Again, flusha surviving with 1 HP. And whatever else. I don't know why they have this thing where... I don't know if it's all the new maps, I can't remember, but definitely on Cobblestone. Almost kicked my PC, that would not have been good. On Cobblestone, it starts... You start black and white, because I would quite like to look at Olof's knife here. You can see the little avatar of it. It looks delicious, but I can't because it's black and bloody white. So this is the final game we have on this stream. There's a Na'Vi and Titan game on FACEIT TV after the current match, which is Envy versus Na'Vi. Envy have 15 rounds to the 9 of Na'Vi, so not looking good for Na'Vi in that match. And there we go. bondik has left the building. Should hopefully be back soon. So we might as well have Q&A while this goes on. Feel free to send in your questions. I'll be more than happy to respond. Do 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 do. La 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 la. There's not really much to talk about because it's 1-1, so even filler is kind of brutal at the moment. Blade is going to continue with the Mag 7 picked up by JW. The MP7 will be a good moneymaker for the T side here as well. So what I said was, if the main FACEIT channel reached 600k followers today, I would give away a Dragon Lore at LAN. However, looking at the current score, the follower score, it is 587,374, so not quite. Seems the unpause is coming in, and Envy have just completed the match versus Na'Vi. Indeed, FACEIT is the best league. That was never in doubt. But I appreciate the support. It's you guys who make it awesome. I'm fine, thank you, but we'll have to stop the questions there as the game is resuming. Simple on the AWP in round 3. Ooh, are we going to see the boost attempt from Fnatic? They've got 2 people in the drop zone. That nade is going to make Markelov live in regrets. I'd like to see a combination, actually. Ooh, that nade. Going to do some good damage. Is there a third nade? I'd love a third nade. Blade using the Mag 7 for some close quarters engagements on this force from Fnatic. That smoke is a pain for the T's in the boost spot. A, because it's a smoke, and B, because they don't know if the T's are boosting behind it. Simple though, we'll see JW forced out of his position from the Molotov, and he will go for an insta-punish there with the big green gun, and that is going to be a warning shot to Fnatic as well, that the big green gun is already in play. Olofmeister finding a frag. Well done, it really should have found a kill there. That was a free kill. Oh, pronax, what are you doing? He's tried to run away onto the site into safety after being flashed, but got stuck on the wall and just fell to the flames there. Only 2 plays left for Fnatic, but that spray from Flush will change things. As he's got the P90, he got the bomb. Bondik's only got 11 HP. Simple has to find these frags now. That P90 is going to be fearsome for the side. No nades on this team either. Simple just got to find a frag, and there it is. flusha doing what he can to be as unpredictable, flying through the air with a P90, and he'll be sent into no man's land. bondik going to be the information play now. Olof finding the frag, and he'll get out of there straight away. So olofmeister versus Simple. The Simple opts for an AK here. olofmeister has an AK of his own. Simple's picked up the bomb, but time has run out, and Fnatic will win the round. What a crazy back and forth there. I didn't even see the clock. Okay, so Fnatic now will have, well, both teams will have the buy. Simple, of course, has the AWP from the previous round. The M4 onto Olof, the AK onto JW, the flames into the drop zone, but no one's going to take much damage to start things off here. 3 towards B for the Fnatic side. So there'll be two Fnatic players in 1v1 situations. That smoke will allow Blade to enter the area here on the A side. There will, however, be a dink through the smoke, and it will be Blade on the receiving end of it, which will not be ideal. Getting the first frag for his team. flusha looking, sorry, olofmeister looking for the trade. He will indeed find that trade. Again, Blade could go down very easily here. He's just creeping through at the moment. Olof holding close. And let's see which way the next advantage will go. So you can see there's a battle for the underpass area currently being won by olofmeister. He's been dangerous in that area for a long time, and it continues here. Taken out by bondik. Two quick flanks there by KRIMZ and pronax. pronax finishing off with the final one. So there's a good lead for Fnatic, surviving with 3 players as well, and the AWP, which is no longer on simple. His team will be forced onto the eco. So having the KRIMZ actually going for that money play, and he might head over to try and make some cash. Should there be a B rush? There are some plays towards B, but it's not going to be a fast play by the T side. Bomb still being held in a passive position. There's the squeaky of doors, isn't it? Okay, so we might find our initial engagement here. However, the that smoke from flusha will slow things down here. Who's going to find the advantage in the gap? It will be flusha finding it. Simple trying to dink JW will finally get the frag. KRIMZ making money with that MP9. 2 frags him. He's been boosted up. He's got the bomb as well. He'll eventually back off. Not wanting to give the Flipside team an advantage or a gun, and that would not be a gun to give them. While it's a weak gun, it has a strong bonus for kills. $600. olofmeister, no fear on the final frag. Markelov going down here. 4-1 to Fnatic. After a pistol round won by Flipside, they will continue strongly moving forward. By coming out for Flipside once again, they will not be able to afford the AWP, and they will be up against Olof. So JW is continuing with the M4. Fnatic mixing things up once again. Let's look at how this is played. We have KRIMZ continuing with the MP9 versus AKs here. Seems that Fnatic team enjoy the shenanigans on this map. flusha towards long, excuse me. Bit of spray that coming from both sides. He's going to get a great snap onto Blade, actually traded by bondik, and he will get the information that there are at least 2 players. Blade thinking, okay, what the hell? How do you get that snap? And flusha just enjoying the moment. And there is still this MP9 to come. So AK versus MP9. What's going to happen? Will KRIMZ be flashed in? olofmeister start peeking elsewhere. olofmeister finding a frag. And once Flipside realised that KRIMZ is still rocking the MP9, who knows what they will think. Rotation moving away from the A site. KRIMZ may be able to upgrade that gun a bit later on, but for now he'll be rocking that MP9 from close quarters indeed. WorldEdit down to 11 HP. Flipside in an awkward situation, half a minute left on the clock. They still have a considerable amount of nades. And when they fall down, it will be the cue for pronax that something's going on here. There we go, flash coming in, and he'll know that the A pushes on, especially as there are 2 fast frags. He goes down, actually. So just the MP9 and the AWP on the B bomb site. Olof will try and hold things down. There's 1 frag for him, unable to take down simple as well. So it'll be the 2 versus 1. WorldEdit just again with the MP9. But, sorry, KRIMZ with the MP9, but WorldEdit's only got 11 HP, so the frag comes in. Bonus money, and KRIMZ gets the upgrade. 1 versus 1. Can he clutch for his team? Simple gets the first peek, and KRIMZ standing round with an MP9 all round. Picks up the AK after getting WorldEdit with the MP9 to take the round. 5-1 for Fnatic.
Counter-terrorists win.
Okay, so NIP versus TSM to come on the mainstream, while we will continue here with Flipside versus Fnatic. Yaskin and CC spread out. We might see an initial engagement here. Simple heading towards some action. He is so good in this position, one of the stronger players, but he is not good enough to take down a Mag 7 of JW. That's his primary buy at the moment on this map again. Olofmeister is rocking the AWP in the underpass solo. 2 men down now for Flipside as they try to do what they can to get some damage in, but actually JW is upgraded for his AK. And there's that pop flash from Blade that is so famous, and it will afford Flipside a bit of an advantage. Trades coming in terms of damage, but not in terms of kills. Now it's just a one-man advantage here, but it may be a trade coming in, and indeed it will be. KRIMZ taking one with him. KRIMZ soon to go down afterwards. Markelov cannot find the angle onto Olof in time, and JW will follow up with the AK. 6-1 to Fnatic. Pause coming in from Flipside. Not sure if it's more incident issues or if it is a tactical pause, as this is a solid start from Fnatic. Flipside taking the second round, but that will be it for now. It is an internet issue, I'm told, by my glorious admins. We actually have a sub train on the other channel at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people just subscribed in about a minute. That's cool. Hopefully one of our subs will be winning some shiny gear soon, but we've spoken enough about that. Unpause coming in. Let's see if Flipside can get anything done here, any damage in. I'm curious to see if they'll opt for nades. Again, we saw Titan on Mirage. They got 3 bomb plants in rounds where they did not have a full buy. No nades on Flipside, so it's going to be hard for them to get any significant map pressure. Sans nades, but here we go. Instant charge into the drop zone area. Can they find any frags? Indeed, Markelov going to take down pronax straight away. That's going to be... should be a rifle picked up. Oh, JW with the spray and then the nade. This could be a fast round, although 3 people have gone down now for the CT side. And the bomb is still in control of Flipside. Simple heading over towards the B bomb site. Can flusha get there in time? Wondering why the push has stopped. I don't know if you heard the bomb plant from there. Now WorldEdit will bank. He will gamble on the flank. Maybe looking for the rotation of JW, but it could all be over here. JW finding the angle onto WorldEdit, but they do get the plant, so no nades needed. Excuse me. However, it will be 7-1 to Fnatic. Bit of a delay defuse there. Just going to pick up the goodies around the map.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
And here we go, double AWPs for Flipside. WorldEdit and Simple. Double AWPs on the T side. WorldEdit holding things towards A long. Simple looking in the underpass, but he's going to have an olofmeister just waiting for him. We'll see if he can get anything done here. Meanwhile, olofmeister's continuing to push, and Simple might see him over the top of the smoke, or it might work in the other opposite way. In fact, it will be Olof to find a frag there. Nade's coming in, but they're all too late. The frag has been made by olofmeister, and he'll put himself on the edge of the smoke that's been thrown in by the T's, should they choose to push through the other smoke there. So again, Fnatic with an early advantage. Looking into team main, aka the B area, but not going to overextend. As I say that, JW starting to push down. He'll manage to escape after seeing WorldEdit at the other AWPer there. Coming in with a pop flash, peeking before it. The trade comes in, but he's going to have the information for his team and the man advantage. 40 seconds left on the clock here for Flipside to do something. Pronax still in control of the underpass for now. I saw him facing the wall there, looking away from some flashbangs. He heard the sound cue, and that's the problem with bouncing flashes off walls. Molotov comes in at the perfect time to stop a push, and the creep starts towards the B bomb site. 20 seconds left now, and we have flusha in a extremely advanced position, which will leave the rest of Fnatic over towards the A site. That's one Flipside player down, 2 more to find, and the man advantage increases here for Fnatic. Only Markelov left now, gets 1 frag. Trade coming in, just a 1 tap from olofmeister. Let's look at the kills board at the moment. Olof is 14 and 3. Just continually beasting here for Fnatic. Okay, AWPs on both sides. Flip side on the buy again. And we're going to see the early boost here. pronax looking for some information. Markelov holding the angle, but it's hard for pronax to see him through the flames. He will go for the engagement there, looking for the duel. Both players quite tagged. More or less on the same HP, and pronax is not running away, as you might expect a Fnatic player to. That nade not going to do the job. bondik coming in, finding the frag there. So it's advantage for Fnatic now. bondik might push face on that Molotov. Indeed he will, and he will just about escape with his life there. So flusha and co, just flusha and Olof remaining, and the rest of them have just disappeared. Markelov and bondik heavily tagged at the moment. Olof trying to find what he can, but there are too many angles to cover. Well, they're going to find a frag again. What can flusha do now? Looks like he's going to go for the save. 5k in the bank. He might be looking for exit frags rather than a save here, actually, as it's probably worth him. Actually, no, it's not. You can see KRIMZ at $1,500, JW at $1,400, pronax just with 3,000. So, despite winning 7 rounds in a row here, Fnatic don't have much money, so they need to try and conserve this gun. WorldEdit hiding for now. flusha thinks he's cleared the area, and he should get killed for free. Indeed, and that is an example of why you don't just hold an angle constantly. You hide and peek every few seconds, so you can get advantages, edges such as that. Double AWPs again for Flipside. Let's have a look. We've got WorldEdit just here once again. And Simple's going to be looking into the underpass. Currently not smoked, so he'll just hold the angle there. Things will start slow. So when Simple's with an AK, he's much more aggressive all the way down there. But JW is a tricky customer himself. So things may not be easy. Fnatic on the force spike. You can see the lack of the nades. Well, I say, because I can't really say they're on a force buy because flush is on a P90, because Fnatic could just buy this anyway. Olof creeping around the corner of the smoker, and he will get Simple down for free. I don't know if Simple saw him or if he was just firing shots, but Simple's dead. Very slow round indeed. Not a lot to say, to be honest. Counter nades coming in. WorldEdit going for a peek, but too close to the fire. Too close to the flames. He's going to set up for an A execute. We've got Markelov throwing smokes over towards B. Not sure if he's faking or going for some rotators. Indeed, it is a fake. He is pushing now over towards the A site. Well, close left B check. Indeed, it will. And he's just about going to find a snap before Olof takes him down. flusha on the site, forced away because of those flames. But he's going to find the frag on the P90 regardless. Bomb goes down as well. That will delay things. And there are 4 seconds left. There isn't time for Flipside to plant here. They're going to lose the round due to timeout. And there it is. I don't understand why the bomb is pushing that position. But it cost them the round. Seven-round lead for Fnatic now. Flipside with bad timing then, really. The bomb pushing that position. I can only assume they weren't keeping an eye on the clock. Now it's olofmeister's turn to go for the Mag 7. Let's see where he's playing. It seems he's playing the underpass area with the Mag 7. Meanwhile, JW holding down long with an M4. So Flipside just waiting. Again, this is a map where we can see all kinds of shenanigans from Fnatic. So Flipside possibly waiting for an overextension here from the CT side. Something they can punish and play against. Flush is here with a crossfire from olofmeister. Flush is literally just baiting. And olofmeister won't find a frag. They realise what's going on. And they will find both frags for the Flipside team. 45 seconds left on the clock. And the bomb, though, is still headed towards the B bomb site. We've got a player deep into the A bomb site, which is going to be pronax at the back for the Fnatic side, while the other two, in fact, there's one deep towards B, and then KRIMZ is holding down the drop zone, so he could potentially rotate either way. We'll see if JW can find himself any frags. Flash going in, and he will be able to survive for a second or two, but no frags coming his way. KRIMZ has been spotted. KRIMZ has been taken up. Both players going down to simple. And now it's just pronax remaining, and he will go for the save. So Flipside finally gets another round on the board here, but Fnatic are looking very strong on Cobblestone indeed. And it's hard to even explain why. They just tend to just do whatever they want with any guns they want and just make it work somehow. Something only Fnatic can do at the moment. Okay, here we go. Fnatic finally on the eco. pronax saving his weapon from the previous round, but that's about it for the CT side. And Flipside will look to try and investigate, see if there's any stacks, see if there's a dodgy force buy, any tricks up the sleeves, and those Molotovs will certainly help. They've got 4 Molotovs there. You know, flush coming in, but they didn't do anything with it. Just trying to see if the CTs react to it, if anyone's in the area. More flashes coming in, clearing sites fast, playing the buddy system, as Henry G would call it. bondik just doing some parkour there to clear out the underpass area. Got to be careful though, because there might be a push. No, KRIMZ going to take a more passive approach. That is a bit of a blind spot actually. We'll see if you put it to good use and find any frags. Simple starting to check the area with the AWP on his own as per usual. Tech9 coming out, just about gets a frag onto KRIMZ, so the blind spot didn't work out for him on that occasion. Almost said pronax. flusha going down, leaving pronax with the gun to try and save on the B bomb site versus the entire Flipside team. And he will be unable to do so. Flipside getting a 4th round on the board here as we move towards the last 2 rounds of the first half. Olof 15 and 7 at the moment. Markelov up there for his team with 10, bondik with 11, and Simple, of course, with 12. Okay, so we've got triple mag 7. Is this real life triple mag 7? One of them's gone down. pronax getting 3 kills with the FAMAS there. They just didn't see. There were too many people in the drop zone and they didn't see it coming. Not every day you see a 3-man spray down with a FAMAS. Just down to flusha now versus 2, and they're going to have no idea where he is. He's coming in from the back. Flipside, can they move away fast enough? flusha will hear that sound in the drop zone. Maybe he can pick himself up a gun. Maybe. He wants the mag. Indeed, he's going to pick up the AWP. And Simple's going to see him. Nade coming in. Bomb will get planted quickly. And now he's seen the location of both players. We'll see if he can get himself a 1v1. Indeed, it might be possible, although the pot shot will give away the cube. But a nice snap coming in the other side onto WorldEdit. And he's going to do that to Simple as well. Completely ridiculous hold here by flusha. The triple mag 7 ends up picking up an AWP and winning the round here, the second last round. Again, Fnatic doing yet more absurdities on Cobblestone.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Triple mag 7 Fnatic hype. JW now will continue. Just too much talent on this team. Ooh, looks like we may have a fast approach towards the B bomb site once again. Simple though, not on the AWP. Double ops here for the Flipside. Sorry, not on the AK. What am I trying to say? When he's on the AK, he has the aggressive angle down towards the B bomb site, but he'll continue the aggression with the AWP nonetheless, evening things up here as Flipside start to move over towards the other bomb site. Fnatic with 3 people towards B, leaving only flusha with the mag towards A, with 2 areas to cover as well. We'll see who this works out for. KRIMZ coming in with a strafe kill, but there'll be a trade. However, it is also a bait as there's a player, that's olofmeister, standing directly underneath the drop zone. But it seems that they will back up Flipside. flusha with 1 mag 7 kill, and Vlade unable to peek at the right time. Had a few opportunities to try and just pop out and get the frag onto flusha there after he took the shot, but he's not going to get the right timing, and flusha will get 2 mag 7 kills. A solo mag 7 hold in the underpass. Upgrading to an AWP, having the bomb as well. Markelov versus 3. Half a minute on the clock. flusha proving too fast on the trigger there. 11-4 Fnatic versus Flipside. Fnatic proving to be the most entertaining team to watch on the CT side of Cobblestone. And who knows what they're going to be like on the T side now. Okay, so we are into the pistol rounds. And let's see, flusha jumping into the drop zone here. What the hell? Okay, charging through to the site are Fnatic. Just holding all the angles now. As three CTs are coming into connector. Going for a bit of wallbang now. I'm not sure if he did any damage, and he will just stand behind the door. Very strong position, especially when you get a smoke through the door as well. So being tagged through the door now is flusha. Both teams are aware of how strong this door is. flusha with a frag through the door, looking for another one onto bondik. Going to find a frag onto him as well. And that's going to be a solid hold for Fnatic. Only one play going down for them. Okay, so we continue. WorldEdit going for the scout now. And, of course, JW with the Sawn-Off coming in for some aggression. He's going to have a lot of people to peek, but he's not going to find a frag here. Going to have some teammates following up, though, so man advantage for Fnatic. Although that soon disappears and soon comes back. Olofmeister coming in with the Mac 10. Blade just with a P2000. As Fnatic start to move. The eventual peek. Spray down is real. And Olof just knows all the angles there. The flashbang coming out. Just while they're to find. Jumping around the corner. Avoids being scouted. And Fnatic moves to 13-4. And of course, because what else would you do in this situation? Double Sawn-Offs coming out. $1,200. They will make a lot of money. I think it's $900 actually. For these the kills with these weapons, so they can easily pay off for themselves, but I'm sure they're looking for more highlight reels. JW going to go for the drop zone. Flipside may be expecting some shenanigans. Will come in numbers. Double Sawn-Off peek into this area. KRIMZ. JW's going to kill himself. Jumping into the I don't even know how. I don't even know what to say. Like, how can I commentate this? Double Sawn-Off peek into the drop zone area. JW jumps in and dies from the world. KRIMZ gets himself a frag. Buys another one during the buy of Flipside. So they're going to continue with these double Sawn-Offs. Do they know something that we don't? If they get a flashbang into this area. Playing it passively to start with. And it looks like Fnatic have been practicing full buy strats with double Molotovs. Here come all the nades. Trying to soften the CTs up, but bondik is playing it from outside the drop. That is a nice bounce. So here we go. Sawn-Off's coming in, and they'll just go for the smoke. JW being taken down by Simple, so KRIMZ may be stuck here for a while. Meanwhile, we'll go back and see what else is going on in this match. AK onto flusha. Olofmeister with AWP. Can they get themselves back into this match? This is ridiculous. Indeed they can. Olofmeister with an opening frag there onto WorldEdit. 50 seconds left. Bomb still in control of the Swedes. As they continue this madness. Olofmeister with 3 HP. Okay, so KRIMZ will go down as the range of the Sawn-Off will be inferior to the range of an M4 A1S. If you didn't know that, guys, now you do. Somebody tweet KRIMZ. Let him know the range of a Sawn-Off is inferior to an M4A1S. olofmeister looking for more entries. More entries he will find. They're actually going to fake the plant here. And flusha's AK is going to get the job done here. 2 versus 2. Blade though coming in for the flank. Olof going down. And flusha soon to follow plant, however. So they will be able to buy more sawn-offs in the next round.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Okay, double sawn-off play continues here for Fnatic. Someone in the chat says, sawn-off play is legit in the drop zone. Stop saying they're trolling. What do they do after that? Answers on a postcard. Although I do love a bit of sawn-off. But double sawn-off, that is a bit too much. Okay, so the spray down going to come in. The spray down going to pay off. olofmeister going down early. KRIMZ and JW will make their way into the drop zone, but will they be engaged by the CTs with their sawn-offs? They're looking over the smoke. I'm wondering if they will just continue to stand in a double stack afterwards as well. Blade being spotted. Blade getting close. Blade could get himself into trouble here versus this sawn-off. KRIMZ taking down bondik. And JW taking down Blade. Trades coming in for both sides. 3 versus 2. flusha and pronax remain. The bomb in control of the last play. Now flusha versus 3. 50 seconds on the clock. And flip side, I have no idea where the bomb might be. You can see how spread out all these CTs are, which means 1v1s for flusha. He didn't see the player in CT, who must have seen him. That nade coming in. WorldEdit now trying to survive while his team rotate. Just going to try and waste time. flusha going for the push. flusha going to find the frag. Half a minute for him as these two CTs will make their way over towards the B bomb site. The plant might be possible here, but Simple's holding the angle with an AWP. flusha with no smoke. 15 seconds remaining, and I can't see him pushing and finding both of these frags. Look how passive Markelov is holding here. Hasn't seen Simple yet, but he's seen him now. Another round on the board for Flipside. Okay. M4s across the board, the flip side. WorldEdit's turn to pick up the Mag 7, but he will get the frag onto olofmeister and pick up the AK. JW just with the CZ now, so things may be getting a bit more sensible, although actually they've spent all the cash, so I'm sure we would have seen a sawn-off. KRIMZ opting for the AK himself. All the remaining Fnatic players heading towards the A site now. Flash coming in, frag going down in favour of Simple. Trades coming in from pronax, however. Man advantage for the CTs. They haven't seen the bomb and they will leave WorldEdit over towards B. We've got a crossfire coming in, and that should be good. Bit of a delay there, but things will continue. flusha finding the frag. More trades coming in for the CTs. They have a man advantage for now, but that's disappeared with the frag from JW onto bondik. pronax taking the balcony area will find himself a frag onto Blade. Only WorldEdit remains now versus JW and pronax. And they will double peek to find the final frag. Match point to Fnatic. Seems we've gone back into business mode. And we've gone back into triple sawn-off. Okay, match point, triple sawn-off. And up against the eco, this might work because this is really interesting actually, because Flipside needs to close the distance to get these pistols going. And Fnatic, this will play right into their hands. Triple sawn-off. flusha with an AK. KRIMZ with a sawn-off. JW with a sawn-off. They're going to flash themselves into the drop zone. And olofmeister also with a sawn-off. So, let's see if they can put these to work. They've got control of the connector area. Olof pushing the A site. You can see how far away Blade is. Olof trying to close the distance with that sawn-off. bondik going to take down KRIMZ. Blade going to come back. And there it is. He's going to go down to olofmeister, who's going to flank him through the A site. This is absurd. JW will get taken out by one of their own sawn-offs, while Olof will try and hold down the A site with this little shotgun. Let's see what's going on elsewhere. flusha holding down the connector area and the rotations. That's all. Won't be enough to save olofmeister. So, this pronax and flusha to try and take the match here. And indeed, they will have an open A bomb site. The shenanigans are finished. Although, you can see Markelov and WorldEdit. What do they have available to them? You can see WorldEdit's picked up a sawn off, but that's not going to be much use at the moment. Nice flash coming in there. pronax heavily tagged. This is absurdity. WorldEdit's the only one remaining. He's not going to get a chance to get the sawn off going. And Fnatic will take it 16-6. And I'm sure this will be the last time anybody picks Cobblestone versus Fnatic. So, those are our scores for today. 16-6 on Cobblers. Fnatic finishing with a triple sawn-off buy versus Nico and making it work. What an entertaining match. So, we're going to leave you here. Go to FACEIT TV. We currently have NIP versus TSM going down on Cash. 8-3 to TSM on TSM CT side. So I'll put some music on here and leave the stream up for a little while. But we'll see you over there shortly, guys. Thank you for tuning in.